Hey review family, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morse, the review guy, reviewing music for the love of music, and I'm back again to bring you another video. And in this one I'm going to be covering the new A Pale Horse Named Death record entitled Infernum in Terra. The last Pale Horse record I didn't really talk about past a catch-up video. And if you're wondering why I'm referencing this, it was because one of the only comments I made about this band, about this record, the only thing that has ever went live on this channel regarding this band, was me saying that they were one of the most boring and uninspired doom metal and gothic metal bands of the 2010s, on practically all fronts, and nothing could have prepared me for this record. I'm just excited to talk about it. They've always worn a heavy amount of Black Sabbath influence on their sleeves, and sometimes Soundgarden as well, and obviously some other doom and gothic metal bands, but mostly Black Sabbath. This on its own wouldn't be a bad thing. Lots of bands, lots of artists are influenced by others. If it wasn't for the fact that every fucking stoner rock band, sludge metal band, doom metal band, and gothic metal band try to put on their best Black Sabbath impression every time they make a record in all of these genres, half of them I hear just sound like Black Sabbath ripoffs. But I suppose that A Pale Horse Named Death just said it's getting near Halloween, so you know what, let's just get the whole damn Black Sabbath costume. As a music critic on this platform that deals with heavy metal music and rock music, one of my jobs is to pass music along to you guys, information to you guys, to discuss, to talk about, and spark some opinionated discussion, or just give you new material to talk about, discuss my opinions, get your guys' opinions, and just build a nice community. Dissect music, because that's what I'm passionate about. But I'm just at such a loss for words for how to describe this record past the bare minimum. These are some of the most basic, just instrumental progressions that I've heard from like a worship band, with vocal lines that are just as much of a slog to get through as they are so uninspired. They're just elementary, and they never go past that point of feeling elementary. At least their last record had a really emotional and an emotionally powerful concept behind it. Lyrically, you could get behind it, even if you didn't enjoy the music, which I absolutely did not, clearly. I still respected the lyrics, I still respected the concept album. And evil is what thematically drives this record forward. Lucifer's Son, Devil's Deed. It's graveyard graffiti with like minutia on tombstones in a graveyard with a really bad Ozzy Osbourne impression vocally. I can't even begin to describe how much they try to mix these tracks like Black Sabbath tracks. Like, listen to 5 of them. If you're not that familiar with Black Sabbath tracks, who doesn't know at least 5 Black Sabbath tracks? Like, they sound like Black Sabbath. They sound like a worship band. You could tell me they're a worship band, and I believe you. It's mind-numbing, but I will give it the benefit of the doubt because I'm not that mean, and I try to at least talk about records. Uninspired is a soft way to put it. For these tracks reaching such long lengths, they just don't justify them. Even though there are some decent riffs that get you sort of situated and swirled into a pretty fun groove, like Two-Headed Snake has a really neat solo. Those little blips on the radar are not nearly enough to carry the tracks that they're on their backs, because, yeah, these vocals that are sitting so understated and underwhelmingly in the mix, just in this fake fog, they can't put them on the correct course, because, yeah, they're cool ideas for like 30 seconds, but some of these tracks are like 6 and 7 minutes. And when the rest of the track is boring, those aren't enough to stick out. This album is trying so desperately to encompass the evil, the devilish, the black incantations of the world beyond. But their aesthetic, their production, the way they put forth their best foot, I guess, is just lacking the bite, lacking the teeth to successfully back up their own statements lyrically. There's nothing about this record that sounds like a terror, that sounds imposing, that sounds scary, that sounds ominous, that sounds haunting. The atmosphere is more like an F-grade stoner or sludge metal band than it is like a fully realized doom metal or gothic metal band. So what you are left with are very long tracks with the occasional fun riff line or solo, but these vocals are just so loud with the same consistent effect on every track. And even if they, you know, pack a harmony and they are so depressed and they're so tacky that it sounds try-hard and does nothing to emphasize their lyrics, nothing to emphasize their themes. Like I said, at least their last album had a cool theme behind it and a concept that was emotional that you could get behind. This record lacks that. For me, this record is just so boring. It is one of the most boring records I've heard this entire year. Everything about this is a slog to get through. It's so unnecessarily long, and it just reads like a worship band. And for a band that is getting as popular as A Pale Horse Named Death, you would think that they would be able to back themselves up without sounding like every band that I hear in these genres nowadays by the dozens that just sound like Black Sabbath. A surface level theme, surface level lyrics, vocals that just are doing absolutely nothing for me, and instrumentals that have nothing to back anything that they're trying to do up. Definitely try it for yourself, don't just take my word for it, but genuinely, I'm gonna be giving this album a 1 out of 10. And that is a wrap. Have you heard this new A Pale Horse Named Death record, Infernum and Terra? If you have, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. I would love to discuss this record with you. Maybe you liked it more than me. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is, my name is J Morris, the Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.